Well, let's review when we use was and were. Remember that was and were are past tense verbs. They mean things that happened before. So that could be things that happened long ago. Maybe it's things that happened when you were like 5 years old. Maybe it's something that just happened yesterday. But whatever it is, it means it happened in the past. Now remember, we use was when there is one noun. We use were when there is more than one noun. So let's go ahead and look at these sentences. And you're going to tell me, should I use was or were? 2 cooks blank using a pail. So think about this. 2 cooks. Is that one noun or more than one? It's more than one. So should we use was or were? We will use were. Let's go ahead and we're going to read the sentence now. 2 cooks were using a pail. Let's look at our next sentence. The lunch tray on Clay's desk. Well, should we use was or were? The noun is what starts our sentence here. The lunch tray. Is it one or more? It's only one. There isn't more than one lunch tray because it doesn't have an S at the end. So should we use was or were? We should use was. Okay, let's read the sentence together now. The lunch tray was on Clay's desk. Here's our next sentence. She blank at school. You need to decide, is she one or is that more than one? It's just one. It doesn't say there's a group of girls, it just says she, which means one. So should we use was or were? We will use was. So again, was is used when there is only one noun. She was at school. Last sentence. The plates a mess after lunch. Well, you decide. What's the noun? The noun is plates. Is that more than one or is only one? It's more than one. So what should we use, was or were? We always use were when it's more than one. Let's go ahead and read our sentence again. The plates were a mess after lunch. Alrighty, let's take a look here. We're also reviewing when we use apostrophes with contractions. Okay, say that big word with me. Apostrophe. Your turn. Yeah, apostrophe. And we can remember that an apostrophe looks like, just make an example, that's the apostrophe. So it kind of looks a little bit like a comma, but it's up high, okay? You can even put it here so we remember what it looks like. Oops. There we go. So yeah, I put it between these parentheses. There's a little apostrophe. We need to correct these sentences because an apostrophe will take the place of one or more letters in a contraction, and this doesn't even have an apostrophe in it. So they haven't sung my song yet. So with the word haven't, what letter is the apostrophe replacing? It's replacing the O. So where should we put the apostrophe to fix this? Because it's not spelled correctly right now. Well, it would be have not, which means the O is gone but in the not. Now it's correct. Let's take a look at our next one. It says 6 kids aren't at school. Okay, we need to decide. They have the apostrophe, but I guess it's not in the right spot. So where should we put it? Remember, the word So the contraction aren't comes from the words are and not. So what letter do we no longer have in aren't? We no longer have the O that's in not. So that means the apostrophe needs to go between the N and the T because it's replacing the O. There we go. Let's read our sentence now. 6 kids aren't at school. Notice our apostrophe is in place of the missing O. Great job.